Welcome back to my channel. Come cook with me. Today I'll be cooking rice and peas in my Instant Pot. I'm going to be using basmati rice, white rice, jasmine brown rice, and green pigeon peas, also known as gandules. I wanted the jasmine brown rice, white rice, but I couldn't find it, so I ended up using the basmati white rice. I'm going to be using olive oil for sauteing my seasoning, and I'm also going to be using black pepper, not too much of it, garlic powder, a lot of it, and Himalaya salt, not too much, just a pinch of salt. My seasoning would be leek, cilantro, thyme, onion, and garlic. Even though I'm using the garlic powder, I'm still going to be using lots of garlic. This is the green peas already washed, and the rice, brown rice and white rice that I washed together, ready to be cooked. Green pigeon peas and brown rice and white rice. This is my seasoning that I'm sauteing in my Instant Pot. Again, we have the leek, cilantro, the thyme, onion, and garlic with black pepper. As I said, not too much of it. Lots of garlic powder and a pinch of Himalaya salt. One thing I want to let you guys know, that when you're cooking rice and beans or rice and peas in your Instant Pot, you have to make sure that you get the beans or the peas that will cook the same time as the rice. If you have beans and peas that's not going to be cooking the same time, you have to make sure and pre-cook it first or half cook it, and then you can cook it all up together. So this is the rice and peas that I put into my sauteed seasoning. I'm just mixing it up so that it can get all the good flavor. You should smell the aroma from this all natural seasoning. And I realized that in the Instant Pot you do not have to do too much, because somehow it keeps that natural flavor. It brings out the flavor from the seasoning. So now I'm going to remove it from saute and put it on brown rice, and that's going to take 30 minutes. If you want to cook the regular rice, it will be 20 minutes to cook, but because I have brown rice in there and I want to make sure that the peas is also cooked, I'm going to put it on brown rice, which is going to be 30 minutes. So this is it. This is the water level that you should use. Whenever you're cooking in the Instant Pot any rice, you do not put too much water in there, because you do not want, especially if you're doing white rice, you do not want it to be really sticky or sappy. So you put the water just the same level with your rice or rice and peas or whatever you're cooking. So I decided to use a Scotch bonnet pepper, or a piece of it. So there are 3 pieces there, and I'm going to use the smallest piece because it's very, very spicy. So the smallest piece is going to give it a little spice, but not unbearable. And I'm definitely not going to use the seed, because that's where all the heat is. I have elderly people, and I want to make sure that they're able to eat and enjoy their rice and peas. So I'm just going to take the smallest piece. And for my subscribers who do not know what a Scotch bonnet pepper is, this is what it looks like. I already bagged it and it's frozen. I took it from the freezer because I usually buy them, wash them, and freeze them. And if you want to cook with a Scotch bonnet pepper, make sure you do not put the whole thing in the pressure cooker because it's going to be very, very soft. It would break and you would not be able to eat the food unless you really love spicy stuff. But if you're cooking rice and peas on the stove top, then you can put the whole Scotch bonnet pepper in there. So this is what the end result is. This is how the rice and peas came out. Oh my Lord, only if you can smell what's coming from this pot. I am ready to eat. And for my subscriber who asked me to cook rice and peas, this is what it looks like cooking in my Instant Pot. I know you thought I was going to do it on my stove top, but I wanted to show you another way, simpler way. If you were not into cooking, you can still enjoy rice and peas. You can still do it if you have an Instant Pot, and you can season it however you want. I usually use as little seasoning as I can and all natural stuff. I do not like the bouillon cube or Maggi cube, those artificial salt. I do not like using that for salt and flavor to taste. I just use a natural seasoning, but you can use any seasoning you want for your taste. But this is what it's like cooking in my Instant Pot, and anyone can do this. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to try it, or let me know